let's get straight into the video. The Zaza group is a Kurdish minority of approximately 4 to 5 million people. They mainly live in areas like Dersim, Shaulik, Elazig and Ahmed areas within northern Kurdistan, which is occupied by Turkey. They speak a very ancient dialect of Kurdish, which is called Zaza or Zazaki. The dialect is within the branch of Zaza Gorani in the Kurdish language. Check out our other video regarding the Kurdish dialects by clicking on this link right here. The root of the Zaza Kurds, while some say that they originate from the northern part of modern Iran, arguing for a separation of the connection between Zazas and the Kurds, others claim and have been able to prove that the Zazas has the same genetical pattern as other Kurdish groups. Something that even confirmed this is that Armenians call them Zaza Kider, which means Zaza Kurds. Zaza Kurds has lived alongside other Kurdish groups for centuries in Anatolia. In the 20s and the 30s, the Zazas played a key role in the rise of Kurdish nationalism as they conducted and led several rebellions against the Ottoman Empire and also the upcoming nation of Turkey. Firstly, in the Kochgiri rebellion in 1921, where about 800 people from both sides died. Later on, Sheikh Said Azaza Kurd established a resistance against the newly formed Turkish state due to his nationalistic and secular ideology. This resistance, which started in 1925, was based on religious grounds, where the aim was to form an Islamic caliphate based on Kurdish nationalism. Eventually, the Zaza Kurds would lose against the Turks, and for the first time after the creation of Turkey, the Zaza Kurds were massacred with between 20 to 50,000 people killed, depending on which side you ask. The Zaza Kurds were defeated, but they didn't really give up just there. In 1937, another Kurd of Zaza background formed a new rebellion. The name of this rebellion would become the Dersim Rebellion, and it was named after the tragic aftermath where over 100,000 civilians were massacred and over 20,000 Alevi Kurds fled the country, many moving to Europe. Many years later, when PKK was formed in 1978, one of the founders was of Zaza origin. Her name was Sakine Chansiz, and after her, many other Zazas joined the PKK rebellion. The very famous icon within the PKK, Mazlum Doğan, was also of Zaza Kurdish background. Now, if you would like a video about Sakine and Mazlum, in 1980, Turkey was shaken by the conflicts between very far left and very far right in politics, leading to the 1980 Turkish coup and power taking by the Turkish military. Over 500,000 people was arrested, and it is reported that this, aside from the two previous genocides, is the third major time as Zaza Kurds actively migrated away from their homes. These three migrations have led to the case were at stake. This has even led to the case that the youngest generation
مركز دربي ترسم الدوامة مرتبط بالتماو مرتب جيتك كاستي ما ناس لكن سونا ما ناس أنا بورك very pure زرعي سونا تكسونا ما بنوي Donama ama geçmişimiz, donama ama hem içimiz, ben de bilmek kasana kadar kaymanlar, hem içimiz biraz güzelmiş mi o zaman, donama katavanamızlar. Donama devletin de var ama kırmızı kasana, başka devletler. Bir taraftan da işte domanı devam ettirdi, devletin mazmış bakalım, domanı dışarı bekledi, ama mecbur Türkiye takası kadar.
Çünkü o bizim ana dilimiz. Annemle konuşarak babam öğretir. Okulda da öğrenmekten mi? İsterdim de zaten bize bir tane form vermişlerdi. Orada Zazaca vardı ama öğretmen olmadığı için öğretmenler de onu seçmeyin, boşa gider aklınıza. Oradaki
Alevism is a rich tapestry of beliefs and practices that emphasizes love, justice, and the pursuit of knowledge. Central to this philosophy is the idea of Tawhid, the oneness of God, which encourages a deep connection with the divine through personal experience rather than rigid dogma. Alevis hold a unique perspective on the teachings of Ali, viewing him not just as a historical figure but as a spiritual guide whose principles of equality and compassion resonate deeply in everyday life. Another concept central to Alevism is the concept of Imamate, where spiritual leaders guide the community, embodying wisdom and compassion. Rituals, like the Sem ceremony, foster a sense of belonging and collective identity, blending prayer, song, and communal sharing. The community gathers in Semavis, where rituals blend music, poetry, and communal sharing, fostering a sense of unity and belonging.
The sovereign state of the Bektashi order planned in Albania is set to become a unique religious microstate similar to Vatican City. This new entity will be located within Tirana, the capital of Albania, and will function as the headquarters of the Bektashi order, a Sufi Islamic group. The proposed state will cover just 10 hectares, making it a quarter of the size of Vatican City. The microstate will provide sovereignty to the Bektashi religious leadership, allowing them to govern their own affairs, much like the Vatican does for the Catholic Church.
The Albanian Muslim ruler of Egypt, Muhammad Ali Pasha. Beginning in 1798, an Anglo-Ottoman alliance was established that sought to defeat the French from control over Egypt, with French presence being successfully eliminated by 1801. Following this, the Mamluks and the Ottomans began infighting. This prompted Muhammad Ali Pasha using loyal Albanian troops to work with both sides, increasing his power and influence. He even allied himself with the Egyptian leader Omar Makram, as well as the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar in 1801. And by 1805, a group of prominent Egyptians led by the Ulama funded the replacement of Governor Ahmed Khurshid Pasha with Muhammad Ali, in which the Ottomans subsequently done so. During his time, he implemented many policies in order to increase his power. Firstly, he made laws intending to increase the protection of the Coptic Christian minority in Egypt in order to appeal to the Europeans. He also nationalized all the Iltizam lands of Egypt, thereby officially owning all the production of the land. This led to long staple cotton being a
Edebiyat Fakültesi Zaza Dili ve Edebiyatı Bölümü Ümit Karabulut.
آمد دعاتیه جمله سپریز کردن میشه گوی از دیگران سپریز بکن evlenme teklif kırın. Sen bana. Pırış olsunmuş bu olay. Az bir pırış sıkım, spas sıkım benim.
Şu an çok heyecanlıyım, şok oldum, çok heyecanlıyım, onu çok seviyorum, teşekkür ediyorum.
Ez zonu zazaki vanen esmer nasar biyomezin. Portu fakülten üniversite Munzir'de ez biren vejiyor, en talebe biren vejiyor. Gam abim malı vermekte zazaki. Ama şu hep zu kema zu tengama astaki mektebi de malımın zazaki niceni bölümün ranıkını sınıfı ranıkını nasıl öterek malımın niceni mavazem ki mektebi de sınıfı rakeri mak ve uhal şimdi sınıfı de zazaki domonu muslimi.
Yani bölümü zazaki yani zonu zazaki edebiyat zazaki na deserio mezundano Ponserra na testo yani no bölüm tabii ki yani vazemek malimu derse bide zonu hoda zonu mu hoda sifte kere yani sınıfa jüne de sifte kere kreşte bu musi tengin ama vazemek na bölüm daha gırzvo daha jede bu Sıkın azam millet zazaki kızıkıyor. Zon oynayın zazaki o. Gerek na bölüm, ana bölüm bu yani üniversitede yani.
Par bölüm ama sifte veren mezunday. Emser mezun ediyin adamı. Zaf bir yanı sakı amınena bölüm ma zonu khosere went. Vazemeke yekena zon raskeni zazakira ilk beri zon edebiyatı zazay buane.
Bavê min û diya min li Erzurumê Qarayaziyê rûndanên ez îro li Munzur Üniversitesi İktisadi ve İdari Bilimler Fakültesi İktisad bölümü li mezun dibim. Bavê min diya min, birayê min, xwenga min giştî ji bona me hatine îro ez ê mezun bibim înşallah. Wana jî hatine cem ez gelekî xweş bime gelekî xweş e.
İro bixêr û xweşî mezun dibe ez û zarê xwe malya xwe tornê xwe em ji bo wî hatine kî înşallah ew ê daha başarılı bibe, daha bibe.
Em îro mezun dibin. Mutlî ne ama devletê da niga beklentîkek me o kadar zêde tune ye.
Ya serserê üniversite ya zanîngehê dimeşand zilma wana nayê qebûl kirin ne insanetî ew yê uygulamê antidemokratik ekuna li ser xwendekarê girtîge em serî de azadiya wana dixwazin.
Northern Zazaki, Southern Zazaki. Zazaki, also known as Zaza, is an Indo-Iranian language belonging to the Northwestern Iranian language group. It is primarily spoken by the Zaza people in eastern Turkey, in areas such as Tunceli, Bingöl, Elazığ, and surrounding provinces. Zazaki has a rich oral tradition, with distinct dialects that vary by region, primarily categorized into northern, central, and southern dialects. Although Zazaki is closely related to other northwestern Iranian languages like Kurdish, it is linguistically distinct, with unique phonetic, grammatical, and lexical characteristics. For much of its history, Zazaki has been an oral language, though recent years have seen a growing body of written literature and media in Zazaki, despite pressures from language shift and assimilation.
Ju, zu, zew, de, hire, tsar, çahar, panj, ses, şeş, hevt, hot, heşt, new, des.
Yapı mauka asmende. Name to mübarek bo.
Ey perde mauka azminde. Name to mübarek bo.
Kılavuz to va pero. Murad to bubo hem hard hem ki asmende.
Padişahı to biro. Seni ki azminde vaştışe toyo benu. Her eser dizi bo.
Nuna mawa virey euro bidema.
Euro nani mai rojane bidema.
Sek ma günekaran xwe ev kenime. Tiki gunan ma evke.
Ew senî ki ma xetakaranê xwe kenê af, tizî xetayanê ma af ke.
Ma mesnevne, ma xerabî ra rarêne. Çira ki ne padîsayîne, li hukum û qeder ebediyên yetûyê. Amin.
û raya ma meta divera yanişê. Ma bireyne pîseyra. Amin.